everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a couple of big targets who will be looking to get open in the middle of the field. It's the Raiders going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. All right, here come the Houston Texans and Brock Osweiler. This Houston team for the second straight year, not only in the playoffs, they'll be playing at home in the first round of the playoffs. So much made about this quarterback situation. I don't know. Who would you start in the playoffs if you were the Houston Texans?
If Tom Savage was healthy, I would start Tom Savage because his connection with DeAndre Hopkins was evident during the time that he got to start. Brock Osweiler is supposed to be the starter, but never could forge that great relationship with Hopkins, and you need him. He's the big play guy on the outside to open things up for Lamar Miller running the ball.
They'll throw him over the middle. Fedorowicz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now Osweiler on second down. Finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 50 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. And for Miller, probably fresh going into the playoffs. Had the ankle injury, but they said they were being cautious week 17. He was also out week 16. We'll see how he does come this week.
Still over 1,000 yards running for the season in 14 games. It was 1,073 to be precise. But what I'm eager to see is how will they use him as a pass receiver in the playoffs? He had 31 catches during the regular season. I would use him in the screen game. I'd swing him out there, get him in space, and let him have some one-on-ones downfield.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Keith Mumphrey that time. And it's third down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's fourth down. So on fourth down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
It's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And here comes a man in Connor Cook who threw 71 touchdowns in 4 years at Michigan State, but no one had really seen him in the NFL until week 17 when he was out there for Matt McGloin.
In fact, one of his teammates said that was the first time he'd ever heard his voice in a huddle. It was week 17 when he came into the game. So they have to get to know each other in a quick way. But think of it this way, a great opportunity for Connor Cook and the Raiders, and maybe he can emulate what Houston did years ago with T.J. Yates as their quarterback when they did win a playoff game, and he was a third stringer.
Speaking of Houston, that's where they will go in the first round of the playoffs. But he gets this one to Michael Crabtree. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Second down and 4. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlight at wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's the option going right. And he's got room. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now Cook. He's got time in the pocket. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Play fake here on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. To the ground game. Here's Murray. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jonathan Joseph goes under cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing, Cook. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Still first down.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Well, for Murray, only 5 carries in the Raiders' final game of the regular season, and his head coach, Jack Del Rio, to the media afterwards was like, what, he only got 5 carries? I think he wanted him to get a few more, but maybe he'll be well rested.
I always love it when I hear the head coach do that after a game. I always think to myself, well, just click on the headset and tell the offense coordinator to run him a little
You're
bit
the
more.
boss.
I mean, you're in charge, right? But I do know this. The flip side now comes into play. He only got the 5 carries in the last regular season game. They don't have an open week, so now he gets a little bit of rest in that game, which should help him in the playoffs when they play next week. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Washington, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders will turn it over to the left foot of Sebastian Janikowski. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will tie us at 3-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. So a field goal apiece, that's all we have here in this first quarter. It's a tight game here early. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down following the run. Throwing, Osweiler. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. He's got time. Drops it to Blue. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch. Gets his feet down. Sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
When teams draft a player, they have a big vision about how he fits in, what they expect from him. I'd have to say Amari Cooper's exceeded expectations for the Oakland Raiders. 2 straight years over 1,000 yards. He's going to the Pro Bowl again. He's as good as it gets in terms of young receivers in the NFL.
A product of Alabama, and in the first round of the playoffs, the top target for Houston, DeAndre Hopkins from Clemson. So they might have some words on the field. We'll see.
Yeah, they might talk about it a little bit right there in pregame.
On first down, Murray. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Let's go! Green, 39! Now Cook. Here's Wolford over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing, Cook. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side to the tight end Wolford. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free down.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, as we sit on the eve of the playoffs, interesting note, first time since 2003 that both Super Bowl teams from the previous year have not made the playoffs. That leads me to this question. Who's the biggest underachieving team of this season?
Well, I would start with Carolina. They went 15-1 last year, and while they were the runner-ups in the Super Bowl, we fully expected them to make a run back towards it this year. I'd say also, if you stick with that, Arizona, trendy preseason pick. They didn't make the playoffs. And Jacksonville was another trendy pick. They didn't make any move towards being a better football team. On the flip side, on the overside, Miami, they made the playoffs. I think Detroit, Tennessee both made great moves. And how about the Dallas Cowboys? Did anyone expect this season the #1 seed in the NFC?
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
4 down. Check.
Let's go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now here's Shane Leckler on to punt it away to his longtime team, the Raiders. Travis Carey back deep for the Raiders. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Well, they're just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here we go. 3-19.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Finding time. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. Here's Marquette King now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is taken at the 18. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. This one completed to Keith Mumphrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Let's go!
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Complete to Mumphrey. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it.
Now Osweiler. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw again is Osweiler. Caught by Mumphrey. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Watch right there. Watch right there. They can't hang with us.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Again, Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Throwing, Cook. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome, Larry Ridley. Both teams have played smart with the football in the first half. Each team has avoided that one big turnover to this point, and it's a reason we have a very tight game at halftime. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Texans heading out on their opening drive. Fuller's got the catch here, and he'll be tackled at the 16-yard line. Texans with the ball, end of the first. Hopkins wide open here on the catch, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 43-yard line. Raiders have the football midway through the second. Run play coming up here, and he'd go in for the 3-yard touchdown. The Raiders up now by 7.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. 290.
Second half starts with a run by Murray. A big play there for the Raiders. 31 yards.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Yeah, went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go with Murray again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Cook. Holmes has got it complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Holmes. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second and goal from the 7. Again, it's Murray. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it again with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Osweiler, and that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. Now Carey. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Raiders will take possession. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Murray. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It finds Crabtree for the completion. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete, the tight end Rivera. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's the option going right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
In the red zone this time. They'll run the option left. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Third and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the one? And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
All right, here we go.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raiders defense delivers a score. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Cook looking to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Ooh, with a juke. And now out comes Houston. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler surveying the field. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. Dumps it complete to Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Carry on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Raiders. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And his throw here is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. 2nd and 10, it's Osweiler again. Complete to Mumphrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing again, Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Down, Osweiler. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Osweiler will throw again. Caught here by Griffin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The throw on first down with Osweiler. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, Osweiler. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Hey, 17 short. Watch 17.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week, and no one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room, and then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.